Hello, class, and welcome to week 6 of the course. Moving right along. Last couple of weeks are going to go really, really fast, so make sure that you guys are staying up to date on everything, finishing the readings, doing the discussion boards on time. That's really going to make up, it has made up, and it will really make up a remainder of the last part of the course here of just those key discussion boards and also the readings and then integrating those readings into your paper. This week you'll have a third component of your paper, and you need to make sure that you keep in mind that all three parts of your paper are all leading to that final critical assignment of integration, of trying to make sense of these two realms, right? And coming to really, as many of you are coming to conclusions about what you believe about Scripture and about God, that these things are laid out really in a functional and a systematic way, which is really what this course and these papers are going to do. So real quick recap, because there's lots of materials for you this week. There's lots of materials for you every week, right? But Keller, you will have chapters 5 through 10. And again, in Keller's book, Walking with God Through Pain and Suffering, this really continues to address that question of the dysfunction, and another word would be the evil that we see in the world today. Not all dysfunction is evil, but all evil is dysfunction, right? And so his book is really going to be very pivotal in that. And I talked about that last week, and I want to continue to encourage you to really take your time going through that book. Walking with God through the pain and suffering. And that's really going to become critical in what we're going to look at this week. So really fast, those are the chapters you have, chapters 5 through 10. Review Genesis 1 through 3. Those are crucial and the foundation of every worldview, as everybody has to take into account the cosmos and everything that exists, and what are we going to do in light of evidence of all the things that exist, and where does that evidence point, and who is God in the midst of that, right? All things hinge on that. So a brief review of Genesis 1 through 3 is going to be very, very helpful. 2 videos for this week. The first one is an introduction to social problems. It's, in a sense, kind of an introduction to sociology, but it's going to lead into a lot of these social issues that we see going on today, and really help getting some categories of how social scientists, sociologists go through in categorizing and understanding and studying the social problems that we do see in society today. And the next video is by one of CBU's professors, Dr. Frederick, goes and breaks down this integration. This is really pure integration here, right? As we look at the connection between sin and psychopathology, right? Where is that overlap between sin and psychopathology? And how do we categorize those? What do we see in the social sciences? And how do we make sense of that? Where does sin come in when we see really severe forms of psychopathology? So, and piggybacking off of that, this week for your discussion board, you're going to find and post an article from the library describing either a mental illness or a social problem that exists, something that's happening more on a social scale. And again, when you say, well, what do you mean by social problem? Well, I direct you back up here and say, watch the video as they define what these social problems are. So either a mental illness, which would be addressed a little bit more in Dr. Frederick's video, or on a social problem that exists, one of the two. And once you find one of those, additionally discuss how these sin categories of alienation, separation, condemnation, being condemned because of our standing before God, enslavement, our place being in sin outside of God, depravity, and then going into ultimately depravity, human depravity, how these relate to the mental illness or the social problem that you discuss in your article. So some theological concepts. So you're going to have to go in and talk about how do these relate or connect to your particular article that you had chosen for the discussion board. So you're trying to look at the concepts of sin and then connecting them to the issue that you see at hand. How do these concepts relate to your understanding of human suffering or problems? So how does this help you in your own personal worldview about coming to conclusions of making sense of the world, right? Because no matter where a person is, where they stand in their faith of God or salvation, everybody must come to making sense of the evils that we see today. And there is most certainly an abundance of evidence to show how who God is is not affected by the evils that we see. In fact, it's more of a testament to who he is, and that's a lot of what you'll be looking at in the materials. Make sure your post is done by Thursday, 250 words, and then respond to at least 2 of your classmates in at least 50 words or less. And so let me go ahead and take away this portion here as we go to the last part that we'll look at, and that is the third component of your integration paper. Now, you need to keep in mind each portion, this is your third now, all of these are ultimately leading towards that critical assignment, right? So all the feedback that I'm giving you, I'm being as generous as I can going through and giving you that feedback, because when it comes down to it, that final piece is that final pure piece of academic paper that you're turning in, that is just solid in its structure, that is solid in how you've written it, that there's not grammar errors, no spelling errors, no syntax errors, the APA format, which has been a big concern or issue, that is very sound, and this is your third chance to go through that. And so each time I try and make sure I'm giving you some different pointers. Some of you guys, each time you go through, it's right on par with what I'm looking for, and I say, hey, that's great. Some of you guys, hey, we need to address some of the structure, some of your writing, the APA might need to be addressed. But this is your third and final time to develop this portion of the paper. Now, in this one, in your third component, here's what you're going to address. What do you believe about sin and human problems and suffering? So what do you believe about the evils in the world and human suffering, right? What is behind it? What is the reason for it? What is the purpose for it? Why does it exist? These are some of the questions that you want to answer, but specifically, most specifically, address these 3 particular components. Okay, whenever there's a 1, 2, 3 given there, these are it's to give clarity of exactly what's being asked. Okay, so number 1 says, how do the categories alienation, condemnation, enslavement, and depravity, again 4 theological terms, you may need to spend some time going and making sure you have a good understanding of each of those first. How do these 4 or what do they have in common with human suffering, right? So what connection do alienation, condemnation, enslavement, and depravity have in terms of human suffering? What connection do they have? What relationship do they have to human suffering, right? So how do you use these 4 in coming to a conclusion in explaining human suffering, both for yourself or for another person perhaps who was trying to come to terms with suffering in this world, why it exists, how there could be a good God in the midst of the evils and suffering that we see. Number 2, how does your belief compare to the insights offered by Keller? So this is going to be a little bit of a critique, right? Keller is going to give his perspective on how he's come to these conclusions, and you're going to have to make sure that you remedy your own personal perspective with Keller, right? So how does your belief compare to Keller? So the way that Keller sees it, do you see it exactly as Keller? Do you disagree with Keller in some points? If you do disagree, you need to show me where, right? On the other end, if you do agree, you need to show me where. Where do you agree with Keller? Where do you disagree? Be very specific in this portion of it, okay? You got 4 pages, so you can easily take a page, if not more, in addressing that portion, just that portion. Number 3, what role does community and relationships play in human suffering? And what is a sociological perspective on this? So again, some clarity on that. Community and relationships, what connection do they have to human suffering? And also, what help do they offer? It's interesting because a lot of the social issues that we find exist in communities, right? Yet at the same time, the thing that gives us healing and the ability to overcome and the thing that gives us health on a social level is community. So what role does community and relationships, so community, relationships at large, just relationships, a little bit more personal, play in human suffering? And then what is a sociological perspective on this? How would sociology come to help address looking at human relationships and the sufferings that we see or the evils that we see, right? So 4 pages on this. Make sure, again, some of the key things that I'm seeing, that you guys are writing in a very clear, systematic way, that you're giving, maybe starting with outlines as you work your way through, so that your thought structure is very clear throughout it. Make sure that your sentences are clear, make sense, that there's not grammar or syntax errors, and then making sure that your APA is sound throughout. Those are the ways to make sure you're getting the highest amount of points possible on this. But last part of your integration paper, the next one that you'll do will be the complete integration paper, where you'll use your first, second, and third components to put that together. So with that, went through, the papers are graded. You guys now have 2 papers that have been graded. You have multiple discussion boards that have been graded. So you should have a really good understanding of what you need to do to make sure that you do really well on the last portion of the course. So as usual, if you need anything, please reach out. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you guys. Have a great week. Happy readings to all of you, and I will be engaging with you guys in the discussion boards and through the other various forums. So take care, and I'll see you soon.